days to tap back into this energy, but the truth is, I don't know if I ever tapped out. Hello. So, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. I'll be honest, the Four of Swords and the Hangman sat on the table for a while. And I think that that was a part of the message. It was a part of the energy that I was experiencing. This is cinnamon. Just for those of you that are curious. Um, yeah, I feel like the Four of Swords and the Hangman was a part of the energy. The Four of Swords is typically an energy of like banishment or needing to take some time out, separating yourself from the pack, that type of energy. For me as a reader, it's the minor arcana to the hermit. So it's like something happens that either makes you feel uncomfortable, or even if it doesn't make you like feel uncomfortable, it's something that provokes some type of thought, especially like leading into the hangman. um I'll get into the surface definition of that card in just a moment, but with the Four Swords and everything that I just told you, with the Hangman coming afterwards, it feels like something provoking happened that leads you or will lead you into some sense of an awakening or an enlightenment. Now, the surface definition of the Hangman, of course, is about the subconscious mind. It's about being suspended in a particular position, disposition, way of thinking, way of feeling, way of experiencing life, etc. But being suspended there, it's almost like being on the hamster wheel, which I want to say that in these last few readings, there's been like this ancestral call to get off the hamster wheel. It's like an energy of like you've been training for something, but now it's time to actually run the marathon. Um, so the hangman is also about the subconscious mind, which is about things that we even think about that we're not conscious that we're thinking about, things that we feel we're not even conscious or aware that we're feeling them, aka triggers, right? um so I feel like that energy came out and I was supposed to take a pause intentionally. And I feel like maybe you all did the same thing in between the time that I dropped the first reading and then now when I'm here to record the extended. It's literally 9 o'clock on the dot. Which is the energy of finality or final stages or whatever the case may be. So awakening came out in the pre-shuffle. I do feel like you all need to protect your light. A part of like my own experience, um I don't really go outside like that. I am a hermit, number one. I haven't like wasn't always like this, but I definitely feel like the more that I've come into my gifts, and then also too as I go through like ascensions and energetic upgrades, I become more and more sensitive, and so I spend less and less time outside. The other thing is while we're in this Taurus Scorpio with the nodes aspecting those two signs right now, I want to say I told you guys on the like last full moon of the year, the full moon in November. I don't know. I don't remember which one was the hunger moon, but I warned that there are some hungry wolves outside. And I mean that energetically. I mean it monetarily, physically, however you would like to take it, emotionally, or whatever the case may be. People are starving, people are hungry. And so it's important to be mindful of that and how you move as a fruit. Y'all don't hear me though. All right, so I felt inclined to go to Walmart, and it's like crazy because I was feeling really ungrounded. I was like, I'm not gonna go, you know, and so I decided to do like some garden work around the house or whatever to try to delay the trip, but I was feeling really drawn to go. So I went ahead and went to Walmart. Ooh, I've been avoiding Walmart. Y'all don't have no idea. It is so rough for me to go in Walmart. I don't think I've been, that's crazy. I don't think I've been in Walmart since Scorpio season. I would like to say since like right before Thanksgiving, I have not been in Walmart. So that's crazy. And this is why I'm sharing this with y'all because I feel like I was in your energy. So anyway, I went to the Walmart. I had a list. I didn't follow that shit. Um, and then my baby, my daughter, I would definitely err on the side of saying that she's as gifted as me, if not more gifted, especially because she's a child and she doesn't have any type of restraints over her intuition, her senses, and things of that nature. Whereas I'm an adult, I've experienced human things, I operate my gifts from like traumas and things of that nature. So, oftentimes when I take my daughter places, if I'm on the right track, she'll be like all with it, like chilling, singing, skipping, you know. But like when I maybe am doing something that I shouldn't do, or even if I like am getting messages around me that are guiding me to not do that or to change course or to change direction, and I'm not maybe hearing them clearly or I'm trying to decipher it, I notice that my daughter will get really ungrounded. She'll get really uneasy. She'll even sometimes just at the snap of like a finger become mischievous and challenging. And so my like human nature is always to react like, hey, like chill, you know. But then sometimes I have to allow her to do what she's doing and recognize and accept the fact that she's being utilized as a vessel. So I don't know who that's for. I feel like somebody needs to hear that. But we went to Walmart. I'm trying to finish building out the garden in the backyard. So I bought like a raised bed the other day, and you know, just trying to slowly chip away at the project so that I don't overdo it. And so I feel like that is like a message in itself, because I just stated that my daughter, like, you know, doesn't have any limits on her intuition and things of that nature. Like, God can reach her because she's that pure. And then for myself, like, I have energies and traumas that are associated with the things that I've experienced as a child all the way up into adulthood. And so I feel like God has been telling me to go all into this garden that I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna have to like donate food to the schools. I don't know if I'm gonna have to like feed my neighborhood. I don't know, but I feel like I am being asked to grow food for a reason. But I've been hesitant too, because like, damn, I don't have no, you know, like full-time job right now. It's just, anyway, having faith, having trust, that seeds that you plant are gonna grow is definitely a message that I was picking up clearly for you, Scorpio. The other thing was, so after we bought all this stuff, I bought a greenhouse, I bought a raised garden bed. Like, I did more than I should have done, or I feel like I should have done. um but what's crazy is that as I was doing that, somebody sent me some money, but much more than what I spent. I want to say I spent like maybe $600 on like essentials for the garden, groceries, whatever the case may be. I got my daughter some essential stuff or whatever. But I want to say I spent like $600, and then somebody sent me $1,100. So anyway, I just feel like you guys don't need to be hesitant about what you're doing, about moving forward. You do need to like slow your roll and make sure you're grounded. You know what I mean? Like, if you feel like you need to do something, maybe pausing, right? That Four of Swords, Hangman energy. Like maybe pausing and trying to get grounded, or working on something else so that you can see if your angels, your ancestors are still like pushing you, urging you to do what it is you suspect you should be doing. Okay. All right. So I'm going to leave that there. That was quite a channeled um, message. And I'm, of course, recording this on the YouTube live so that I can skip the upload process. I'm working through that, you guys, because, man, it's a lot of energy around me. My own energy, collective energies, global energies, like the energies of people who book personal readings. Like, that's a portal. My website is a fucking portal. Like, the moment you go on there and say book, that I receive that energy. So sometimes I be walking around and I'm experiencing stuff in my everyday life that's preparing me for someone's reading. So it's a lot. um of course, I'm going to be doing this full time now, but I am trying to get back into my rhythm. So thank you guys for being patient with me. Okay, so Holy Spirit, guardian angels, my beloved ancestors, thank you for allowing me to be the vessel to give Scorpio messages for their highest good and their highest good only. I want to start with these. Spirit, what is the message for Scorpio at this time? And so that was the extended portion, guys. I'm going to pull fresh energies because I feel like that was just a moment's pause and there's something that's moving forward. Okay, what's the message for Scorpio? What's the message for Scorpio? Menticon. It says longing for home, belonging, and it says original light workers. Externally, it says get grounded. Okay, this was the other thing that I was gonna tell you guys. So I don't know. I guess this Walmart story is developing. Oh, that's crazy. I don't know if something's gonna happen at Walmart. Anyway, that felt collective or global. Anyway, so we went to Walmart, we got our stuff, we spent like $600. I'm standing outside the Walmart with my stuff, and I'm like, look, you just spent a lot of money, girl. And I'm sitting there looking at the receipt, and I'm like, I'm waiting on this Uber. I'm like, should I go back in there and return some of this shit? I'm having like immediate buyer's remorse, right? And as I'm like doing that, I'm getting messages. Like it's a car that drives past, I want to say, and their music is playing out the window, and I only heard like a few of the lyrics, and it was something like just wait or something. And I'm like, just wait for what? Was I supposed to wait to buy all this shit? I'm like having an internal conversation with my ancestors, like, what the fuck? Like, am I supposed to have this stuff, right? That's what I'm asking. So I'm waiting on the Uber, and as I'm asking myself that, my daughter, I'm almost tempted to go return the stuff. My daughter starts getting antsy and agitated. So I'm distracted by her, so I don't get to return the stuff. And in the process of that, I look at my phone, and the Uber I ordered was just upgraded, and it upgraded us to a luxury vehicle, and it happened to be a Mercedes Benz. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck? I'm like, this person gonna pull up in they Benz like, girl, today, come on, for real, you need all this stuff today, right? I'm thinking to myself, oh. So the car gets upgraded or whatever, we have to wait a little longer, but I'm like, whatever. So then when I open up the Uber app and I am looking at who the driver is, this man's name is Angel. And on top of his name being Angel, he 11 minutes away. And then I would like to say that not too long after that is when I received the $1,100. So anyway, you guys might have like some weird, like, well, I don't want to call them weird. I would consider my experiences divine. So you may have like some experiences that are divine, like such happening or going on. It's important that you pay attention and get grounded. You're getting messages directly from the heavens. Like this longing for home, this Menticon, what I pick up off of it is that there's no what would you call it? There's like no fork in the road. There's no type of interception here. You have like a direct source or direct connection right now to source. And you need to make sure that you stay grounded so that you're receiving these messages. Like, look how her ancestor, it's Buddha, but it always gives me ancestor vibes, how she's sitting there in peace with her or amongst her. I get the sense that a lot of you guys feel as though, or you may, like in the recent past or in the near future, may feel as though like you can't see the forest for the trees. Like that's how I was feeling when I was walking through Walmart and it's 9:11 on the clock, and that's an angel number. It's typically like your angels coming in for some type of help or some type of rescue. So anyway, when I was going through Walmart, I mean, like y'all don't I hate to go in Walmart as an empath. Like y'all, I had this big ass tourmaline in my purse. I had all kinds of crystals on my body. Like I hate it there. I girl, like how they be like, I love it here. No, we don't. I do not like to go in Walmart. It's too many people in there. It's too many energies. I could go in there at like 11 p.m. when nobody's really in there, and I still will pick up energies because of people touching the clothing, the articles, the shelves. Woo, y'all. So anyway, we're in there. Back up a little bit before we even make it outside, right, with our stuff. Um, we were in line already, and I realized that I had forgot something. So I asked the two ladies in front of us in line to watch our basket that you know, me and my daughter were gonna run and go see if we could grab it. And it was like a rack to hang up like tools in my storage area. So like to hang up the shovel and the rake and stuff like that. And I feel, I'm saying this in real time, like I feel like that itself is a message for you, Scorpio, because there's some type of like cavalry coming in, like there's some type of assistance. Maybe it has felt like delayed up until this point, but I know you're exhausted. The Nine of Wands in reverse was coming out. I feel like you're coming up on a place where you're going to be able to put your tools away, that you will not have to do the heavy lifting anymore. That's like the energy that I'm getting. But so the two ladies were watching my basket, and then when we came back up there, they were like, "Oh my God, just in time." They were like, "We were, you know, like just about to push your basket aside because, you know, the other lady was going to be next." And I was like, thank you," or whatever. And she was looking at my necklace. She was like, "What crystal are you wearing?" And I told her I was wearing tourmalinated quartz. And she was like, "How many crystals have you gone through?" I was like, "Ooh, I don't." I don't know, because you know they shatter after they've served. If you set the intentions correctly, like when they're done, when they've done their job, they shatter. So I was like, I don't know. I was like, but I sell them, you know. So I don't even keep count. I just use the ones that I want to use and whatever. So she was like, "Oh, do you really?" So we exchanged information. I gave her my card, and then before she walked off, she turned back around to shake my hand. And I don't know, maybe I'm just weird like that, y'all, but that shit made me uncomfortable. I didn't want to shake her hand. I don't think there was anything off about her energy, but I just am one of those individuals that is extremely protective of their energy, particularly protective of my light. I'm a healer, so I don't be out here just touching people and stuff like that. You don't know who has a trauma attached to them, or if they walking around and they got somebody else trauma on them, you know. So like when she reached out, she caught me off guard. The lady is waiting on me to pay my bill. My daughter's getting all antsy. She got her hand out for me to shake it, and I'm just like nervous, right? So I went ahead and shook her hand. But the whole time between that and getting outside to wait for the Uber, I couldn't even get over it. I was thinking in my head, why people always want to touch me? You know, like why? I do not like that. Like the other day, I don't know if it might have been, I don't know if it's Cancer's reading or Scorpio's reading, that I was talking about my other experience where I went out with my friend and ran into a guy named Ra, which is the sun or the god of the sun. And so I ran into this individual, and I would like to say that he was getting off of work when me and my friend were, you know, shopping at this business. And it just seemed like he was rushing, like he was trying to hurry up and clock out and grab his jacket and stuff like that so he could catch us in the like parking lot or something like that. And that's what I mean with this like energy of like no interceptions. It's like Scorpio, like motherfuckers just can't reach you right now. You feel me? Look. Motherfuckers just can't reach you right now, okay? You are unreachable. Like heavy protection. When I tell y'all it's heavy protection around y'all, heavy protection. What's the message for Scorpio? Growth. Unreachable. 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 There's some type of time period. This is the number 5, so that's indicative of Mars. And again, that's what I'm saying. There's this energy of coming up on a place where you can put your tools away because you've reached some type of peak or something like that. And then externally you have action. This is the number 15. There's some type of resting period or a cleansing or replenishment in between these two energies, between growth and action. And then you also have the masculine here. And that's how I honestly felt. Whoa. Resistance in reverse just wanted to fall out here. that's what I wanted to say too, like about that guy that I ran into. Like, aside from his nature and his character and how he was, like, you know, behaving or interacting, which was fine. His energy was fine, but I felt like my brief interaction with him was representative of the masculine. Like, what are the chances? I don't go no fucking where, y'all. What are the chances that when I do go outside, I meet someone who is named after the god of the sun? Okay. All right. Anyway, I feel like he was representation of the masculine, and like I said, I'm telling y'all that he was rushing, urgent, like trying to catch up with me, trying to get through to me or a message to me or whatever, and I was unreachable. By the time he came outside, hell, me and my friend was already in the car pulling off. So anyway, I wanted to throw that out there. I do feel like somebody's going to be taking some type of significant action towards you here. What's the message, Spirit, for growth being here for Scorpio? Light and love. And I just read this card. It says empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Absolutely. This card, light and love, says your purpose is to bring divine healing light and love to this world. Externally, you have infinite abundance and also options. Shout out to Nisha if you're watching this, because this was coming out in her pre-shuffle, and it didn't, I don't think that it came out in her reading, but it was a very strong energy, something coming into balance. She's a Scorpio. Shout out to her, because she's got a victory around the corner. Oh, and then they had me pull out these love cards for the water signs. Spirit, show me how Scorpio shows up in their love life. Forgiving and learning. And how does their person show up, Spirit? Stay optimistic about your love life. See, there's some type of offering. This person could be making an offering to Ra, the Son of God, right? Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And then you have true love, finances, and career. I feel like you're a bit distracted, or you don't necessarily see this coming. I feel like you focused on your healing. You in both of these cards, the feminine has her like face turned away from this situation, or she seems separated from this situation. Some of you guys may not be in contact with your significant partner right now, but this could be someone who you've seen around Thanksgiving. This card always gives me Thanksgiving, or it could have been the Hunger Moon, because there's a full moon. Well, she's got the sun here behind her. It's showing up as a golden aura, but ultimately it gives me Hunger Moon vibes. I don't know if somebody made an offering during the Hunger Moon. It also gives me North Node energy. Somebody could have a North Node in Cancer, North Node in Aries. What's the energy of this all being here? Whoa. The Magician and the Lovers. Yeah, somebody manifested something, but there's something about the essence of time. Time is of the essence with the Magician card here, because we have the element of time showing up here twice. Maybe somebody's waiting to see you, hoping to see you, something like that, because there's an actual pupil of an eye in this card if you look closely. And then there's also a paradigm shift. So it's like, I don't know, this feels like an energy too of like being in the same room with the karmic or something like that, and maybe you didn't know or you didn't realize or something like that, but it happened so briefly. It was for this person that you're connecting to or interested in to be able to tell you apart. My stomach is hurting while I'm saying that. And then this is the 15th card. It would represent the devil in the traditional card, or in the traditional tarot. So the Lovers here with the devil, and that's what I'm saying. It's like Some of y'all could have made some type of offering for like your person to be freed of some type of karma. And in the meantime, you've deemed yourself, or the angels have deemed or made you unreachable. Like somebody out here looking for you. The external energy is the star and death. Yeah, there's healing here. But again, it gives me an energy of like maybe somebody seeing you walk away. Okay. What's the main influence of this being here for Scorpio? Sagittarius in reverse. Something didn't go anywhere. Something had like a lackluster type of energy. When I say lackluster, like you know, Sagittarius energy is risk-taking, right? It's ambitious, etc., etc. With the Magician here, like somebody wished, hoped, manifested something, and then they let it go. They decide, they like totally detach their emotions, etc., remove their feelings, which is the way to manifest. But I feel like somebody did it subconsciously. Like they wanted something, and then maybe it seemed unreachable or it seemed unattainable until it wasn't, until it came into focus. Because that's also what I'm getting here off of the Magician card. It's like something came into focus and caused somebody to grow. So going back to where this energy stemmed from, which was the Four Swords and the Hangman, I'm telling you, like somebody, either you've been on hermit mode and then this person runs into you, or you run into them, or vice versa. They've been on hermit mode, they finally come out, and then they run into you. You know, it's that type of energy. Tell me more about this being here for Scorpio, please. You have opportunities, major life change in reverse. This says the time is right for major life changes, as a new lifestyle or location brings great joy and a trouble-free existence. Travel in reverse, major life change in reverse. And then opportunities is here, which it says a stranger is about to change your life, exciting times, and plenty of action, plus a family reunion looks likely. This seemed like it wanted to come out as an issue. And this is what I'm talking about, like being in the same room with the karmic. Like I think I'm seeing this very clear. It's not going to be for everyone. But since we're talking about the Patreon tribe, like I would say that a majority of you all had an experience recently, or you will have an experience where you run into this person that you maybe were at some point manifesting, but you let it go because you wanted to get into your bag, or you wanted to focus on healing, focusing on your spiritual connection with source or whatever. You let it go. And then after letting it go, the signs started to like come in like clear again. And you end up running into this person, but it gives me a vibe that like you come in and out of some type of, I don't want to, it feels like a party. It feels like you crashed a party. Some of you guys could have Aries in your chart significantly. Tell me more about this forgiving and learning energy here for Scorpio. Luck. A sudden change of luck is likely. Things are working in your favor. This is an excellent time for networking. And this is, you know, kind of the energy that I'm describing about my damn adventure to Walmart, right? With luck. It's like I didn't really want to go. I felt drawn to go. I did. The other thing was some of the stuff that I bought has been sitting in my Amazon cart forever because I was just going to order it to the house, but I kept feeling like stalled from doing so. And then when I went into Walmart, I found like some of the same stuff that was sitting in my cart, that it was a little cheaper. I didn't have to wait for it. I could just get it, or whatever the case may be. So I feel like that maybe even the experience of like the karmic or the person that you're connecting to as well. It's like a mirroring type of experience where you're experiencing one side and the other person is experiencing another side. So like, for example, like I'm by no means interested in the Uber driver that came to get me, but who knows who was going to get in his car, right? For all I know, I'm thinking me and my daughter got an upgrade, which we definitely felt like we did. It was a great ride. However, who knows how the driver felt. He might have felt like, dang, I didn't have weirdos in my car all the fucking day. I'm so happy to finally just get a normal woman and her child in the car. You know what I mean? And so they may have felt like they too got upgraded. It was like an energetic exchange. And so that could be an illusion because we are in Pisces season. So this person could have connected with a karmic partner or something like that and felt like they had a quote unquote upgrade. And now they're coming to a realization, or they will in the near future be coming to some realization that it was not an upgrade at all. It was not what they manifested or asked for. In fact, what they asked for was you. There's a U-turn. There's a spinning of the block. I see somebody here and it feels like it's you, Scorpio, kind of like off in the distance or something. You seem attached to this situation but removed from it. Okay, I know we like 30 minutes in. What's the energy, Spirit? Whoa. Manifestation, look, and it's coming out as an issue like you and your person have will in this matter, you know, like it's going to be up to you all to do the work. But like I said, I feel like you're coming up on a space where you're going to be able to put your tools away. I don't think that it's you. I feel like, Scorpio, you've been showing up magnificently, trying to make this connection happen, trying to help it, move it along. And the work that you needed to do in order for this to come together has already been done. It's this person's it's up to this person. The ball is in their court. So manifestation, it says to bring about positive change, to shift your current course, to co-create more abundantly and lovingly with life in the universe. Wave this card. Oh, I just realized it's the lantern from the hermit too. Okay, so this says Buddha said, which is right here in this grounded, ungrounded card. It says all that we are is a result of what we have thought. The mind is everything. What we think, we become. The mode of thought is seen consistently throughout history in various religions and spiritual practices. More recently, the practice of belief in positive thought has made a resurgence as universal truth and is an integral concept in the teachings of popular authors such as Deepak Chopra, Marianne Williamson, and Paulo Coelho. The tools needed in this ritual are items or imagery representing your dreams and desires, affirmations supporting these wishes, crystals, candles, and or whatever personal effects that speak to you and raise your vibrational frequency. The instructions are as followed. It says, center and ground yourself. Look at the items you collected and allow them to fill you with the energy and emotions that arriving at your desired outcome would conjure. Arrange these items in a space you will see every day. Spend time at this space. Repeat your affirmations. Add or remove items as you feel inspired. The point of this is to create a space representative of all you want to bring into and create in your life. The point of this space is to energize and empower. The point of this space is to remind you that anything is possible, that you are possible, that you are worthy. The intentions say, with clear intent, I co-create my life. With the support of the universe within and without, I experience more joy, more abundance, and more ease. With universal love surrounding me, life becomes the miracle I always knew it could be. So, I feel like that's also spot on, and it makes sense why they had me share the things that they did have me share, but it's coming full circle for me. And that's like a double entendre itself, because I'm literally, and I think I've said this in a few of the other readings, honestly, since Scorpio season, I've been, kind of saying this here and there, but I'm literally, guys, like, if y'all was to come visit me right now, I borderline look like a hoarder. Borderline. Yeah. And no shade to people that are struggling with that, because that shit is real, to have so many things inside of you and not knowing how to unpack them. And so that it ends up manifesting externally, where you pack in things in your external world as well, because it's a mirroring reflection of what's going on inside. So for me, I'm not ashamed to say that, like, the last decade of my life, I've been on flight mode. Like, as far as I would like, it's it's a little longer than a decade now. Like we're going into like 12 years now, but the last 2 years have been me witnessing my manifestations come to life. So if we just talk about the last 10 years of my life, starting from like when my mom originally put me out, um I moved here to Arizona. Well, I tried to do life in California. It was too expensive. I didn't really vibe with the whole like roommate thing. So I moved to Arizona. I knew I could afford to live by myself. Um, and I mean, when I moved here, I originally didn't have no place. I didn't have no car. Da 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 da. And so it's crazy how full circle things have come because I'm literally now sitting in a house that I own. I ain't got no car again. However, this is this perception, this perspective that I have now is different. Although like I fall back and forth into like, why the fuck am I here again? Like why I just said that this morning, like, God, come on, like of all things, why you take my car? And I know it's because I'm supposed to be sitting here, I'm supposed to be doing this, but not only that, y'all, I'm supposed to be working through all of these energies. Like, I had enrolled in school, and when I opened up like my classes or whatever, I got slapped in the face energetically because the last time I was enrolled in school was right before or right around the time that I met my ex-husband, and I must have blacked the fuck out. I don't, you know what I mean? Like I got so off track for the things that I had set up for my life, you know, dealing with that whole situation. And it still presents bumps in the road here and there, but it ain't stopped nobody from getting to the point that I'm at. So it might be time for you guys to take a look around. I get very much so like a nostalgic energy that you may be going into, or you're going to be permitted the like time to pause. And I would definitely say that I can speak from experience that you'll be better off if you do not fight it. Okay? Because I've literally had to sit and go through like documents and shred paperwork and stuff that is no longer needed, or you know, receipts that I held on to for like, you know, large ticket purchases for like computers and stuff like that. That stuff, we're way beyond like its value. I can shred it now. Like things like that I am having to work through. Um for a long time, like my baby's first items, you know, like her receiving blanket, her umbilical cord, like all of those things were in storage, you know. So I had an opportunity to go through her stuff. And y'all, when I tell you I was so emotional to purge all of those moments that I did have, but also having to purge the moments that I missed because her dad was dragging me through a divorce and, you know, all of the like verbal, emotional abuse, you know. So I feel like all of this is a message to you all. I would like to, I feel like I don't want to leave you without any type of tarot, but this is crazy. I just decided that I wanted to look at this, and look, things are coming into alignment. That's been the whole message here. This card is about grounding. Grounding. I think you have been grinding, and now it's time to get grounded. Okay, I just want to see what the outcome is. What's the outcome of this energy here for Scorpio? What's the outcome of this energy, Spirit, for Scorpio? What's the outcome? Well, I'm sure that that's the Magician. Yeah, the Tower and the Magician. Something is manifesting. Look, I feel like this person is deciding to do their part. Something's coming back around. Yeah, look, I was going to say that I felt the Six of Cups. Well, you have the Three of Cups here, and I feel like that's only half of it. Like somebody having some type of awareness or reminder about you is initiating some like desire to reconcile. Look, King of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. This is magnificent with the Hierophant. This is magnificent. Eight of Pentacles with the Emperor, definitely the masculine, trying to figure out what type of move they can make. They're waiting either on the karmic to clear out, to move along or something like that. Feel like it's out of your protection, but they're going to be coming in real fast. Tell me what the energy is of this outcome here for Scorpio. What's the energy, Spirit? Whoa. Beam yourself all the way up. This came out in your pre-shuffle. You have call on your core power, Feed your fires. Get real with your truth, which also came out in your pre-shuffle. And go with your heart. I just want one card, Spirit. What is the energy for Scorpio? Obsidian. It says protect your soul. Y'all, didn't I say that? Didn't I say that? It says what it is. Obsidian is a black volcanic glass. Before the internet, before AI, before kitten food delivering drones, this shit is too much in alignment. Because I told y'all I was going to go to, had all that stuff in my cart at Amazon and decided not to. I was going to go in Walmart. Well, that's what we used to do, right? Before you could get anything off Amazon. Anyway, it says, like way back, early Homo sapiens were getting it done with obsidian tools. Capable of holding an extremely sharp edge, obsidian scalpels are used in surgeries today. Who needs it? Anyone looking to cut out negative people and patterns from their lives? Scorpios. It literally says that. I can't make this shit up. It says, who needs it? Oh, it says where to put it. In your pocket like a concealed weapon against bad vibes. When to use it. When thinking positively seems out of the question. When dark forces are at work, dig in, arm yourself with obsidian, and throttle back. Protect your soul. Y'all, I can't make this up. It's wild out here. It's the jungle. So I would highly suggest that you get you some black tourmaline, obsidian, kyanite. There are so many protective stones, tourmalinated quartz, which is available on my website. Get you some. All right. I love you guys. Bye.